Welcome back, Village, to another episode of Jedi Learning with Baba Kintu. And today's topic will be setting up your house for psychological success. Now, everybody is spending a lot more time at home. They have been doing so for at least the last year. And this doesn't look to change anytime in the near future. So what are you going to do when you've been in the same spot with those brown walls and now you're feeling closed in, you're getting claustrophobic, you're getting anxiety, getting a little depressed? Well, I like to bring you remedies of stuff that you already have around you and just using that to bolster your mood, your psychological well-being, mental toughness, as well as your spiritual rigor. So today we're going to talk about how to set up your home for psychological success. So the number one thing is, and as you can see, I'm doing that right now, get some sunlight in your house. How much you go about getting sunlight in your house? Open up some windows. Viruses, bacteria have a hard time living where there's a lot of sunlight. That's why you open up those windows. Don't be afraid. Don't always have your shades closed, locking yourself in, because you're allowing all those harmful bacteria to your mood as well as to your physical well-being to thrive and to grow, especially in places where you might rest your head or clean yourself, and that's not what you want. So one thing you have to do is get that sunlight in. You're producing serotonin and dopamine when that sunlight hits the melanin. You're getting your daily dose of vitamin D that can keep you healthy, strong, and physically on point. But that's not it. It don't stop there. Another thing that you always notice whenever you watch a Baba Kintu tape or whenever you listen to Jedi Learning, you see trees in the background. So make sure you bring some of your plants, some of your trees, some of your foliage outside in. Not only will it provide you with oxygen, it'll lighten up the room. Popping those greens in there, those beautiful lush purples and blues. Whatever you have some nice yellows that might improve your mood, calm you and soothe you. Bring some of those plants in. Talk to them. They need that carbon dioxide just like you need that oxygen. So it's definitely a symbiotic relationship. So talk to them, give them the water that they need, and they will give you exactly what you need. Okay, a little oxygen, a little H2O. Okay. Now, the next thing you need to do is, if you go outside, you will notice the colors. If your colors are drab in the house, go bring you some blues in. I like to stick to stuff with the higher frequencies, such as the purples, the blues, the indigos, the violets. Green is probably the lowest I'll go. Yellow for sure. Yellow has definitely a common effect on the body, but once you go past yellow and on up into the greens, you start to get a lot more of that dopamine producing, serotonin producing, upward feeling that you just don't get with the other colors, especially with the reds and oranges that will put you into a low vibration and have you either upset or not feeling too good about yourself. The next one is something that we talked about in our last tape, and how to cure asthma, or at least to treat asthma, and that was aromatherapy. Your house got to smell right. Can't be always smelling like dirty diapers. Can't always smell like trees, burnt up, blunts, roaches. No. Get some fresh air flowing through there. Not only that, get you something that'll calm and soothe you and improve your psychological and spiritual balance. Get you some eucalyptus and burn that. Nag Champa is an excellent resource. Frankincense, myrrh. Be creative. You can even mix you a little jasmine. Some of my favorites are that orange blossom, bergamot. Get that in there and my mood instantly increases. So make sure you got those fantastic smells and that aromatherapy to lift your mood. Another thing you have to do is declutter your space. One thing that you can do to tell a person suffering from mental illness is look at their home or their living quarters, or even just look into their personal belongings, such as their backpack, purse, wallet. If you see nothing but garbage and unorganization, you can tell where their mind space is. But if you see that things have compartments, it doesn't have to be spick and span and tidy, but things have a place to go, things are organized, things at least look like they're in a transition from one place to another, that lets you know that person at least is in the right space, living a balanced life. So that's what you have to do. You see dirty dishes, get those out of the way. You see just clothes laying around on the floor and stuff just piled on top of each other, Move those to the back room. Get them out of your immediate sight. Now, that's just a Band-Aid. Obviously, if you want to get down to the deeper wound, you have to organize it from the beginning and spend time putting things in the proper place or throwing stuff away altogether. But don't just leave it there. If you want to just do the Band-Aid approach, that's okay. It's one step in the right direction. And sometimes you just have to start off where you can. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, let's recap those really quick once again. You got to bring some color in. You got to have fresh snails, okay? You got to bring some sunlight in. You got to bring some foliage in. And you got to keep your place organized. Those things will help you so much in setting up a psychologically, spiritually, philosophically healthy room or living space. You're going to be spending a lot more time there with a lot more people, okay? Spend a lot more time with those people. So as opposed to battling it and fighting and not being at your best, these are some things you can do right now to elevate you when you put to the test. So once again, this has been Barbican 2 with another episode of Jedi Learning. I hope you take these 5 tips, rearrange your home, and optimize it for your overall health. Once again, we love to resurrect communities through superior education, and anyone can learn to learn. Peace.